Alright, so look, it's been a couple of weeks now. I can't lie. It's been a couple of weeks, and now that I'm sober, I keep saying that shit. Now that I'm sober, like I was chilled out for a bit until people started all over again to just kind of like there was like a whole it was like a brand new wave to jump on. Like I've been saying lately to like loads of people on the ground, particularly the American pages that I follow and shit, because it's like this constantly talking about Kanye West, because now the talk is Kanye West. Everybody's talking about Kanye bloody West. I can't deal, bro. Like I can't deal. Even the people who don't want to talk about Kanye West, like myself, are talking about Kanye West. It's just like, bro, like in order to just avoid having to talk about Kanye West, in order to avoid even hearing any more shit about him, just don't fucking talk about him. Like, that's my shit. Just don't talk about these people. I'm gonna mention Kanye West because the video that because what I want to speak about, the topic that I want to discuss, is actually pertaining to Kanye West, and it pertains to the country that he's trying to become president of. Because what I've been saying to people on the Instagram, particularly the American pages, I'm just like, dog, like your country is a joke. Like, and here in the UK, we ain't too far behind. We're coming in hot second. Right here in the UK, but top of the list, America is a frigging joke. I'm sorry, like they're a fucking joke. And the fact that you'll have some people saying, "Oh yeah, Kanye should be president because he'll be a real one." Like he'll be a real one. I'm just like, dog. So now you can become president. Not only can you become president by being a Hollywood actor, Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump. Now you can become president by being a hip hop artist, hip hop producer, songwriter, and just no political experience whatsoever. Tell me if your country is a joke or not. For those Americans who are watching my video, tell me if your country is a joke or not, dog. Like real talk. Like I'm sorry, this is just getting ridiculous, because for 3 weeks here on my social medias, I had to deal with people constantly talking about the new word they discovered, entanglement, because it really was a new word. People didn't even know what the fuck the word entanglement meant. Entanglement. Now, because of the whole Jada and Will, I spent 3 friggin' weeks having to see nothing but goddamn memes, pure YouTube videos. I'm just like, bro, like I could have dropped so many friggin' videos on this shit. That's what's crazy. I could have made so many videos just to try and build traction for my channel. And you guys have noticed it for the longest time. You guys have been fucking with me. Like I don't really jump onto topics which is hot right now. Like I just some topics I just don't really jump on, whether it's hot right now or not. Like the Jada and Will, I could have made 2 videos talking about this shit. I could have done. I could have been talking about how, like, look, right now some of you lot ain't even really ready to even start discussing and talking about polygamy and polyamory. It's amazing. It is amazing how the world has convinced people that polygamy and polyamory is against the law. It's unheard of. People shouldn't even be thinking about that. But transgenderism and homosexuality is a human right, like, you know what I mean? But I can't even get to have 2 women if I wanted to, or a woman couldn't get to have 2 guys if she wanted to, you know what I mean? It's amazing how we've come to this point now, you know what I'm saying? So we spent 3 weeks seeing all of these videos, people jumping on YouTube, making videos over Jada and Will and blah, 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 blah. And to be honest, I didn't really give 2 goddamn shits anyway. And then as soon as that died down, because the traction was dying down, like if anybody noticed on the social medias, it was pretty much dying down. People needed something new to talk about, and lo and behold, bang, here you go. Kanye West is running for president. Kanye West says Harriet Tubman this. Kanye West is... I'm just like, bro, why do we even still listen to this guy, dog? Other than his music, in a sense. And to be fair, I haven't listened to Kanye's music since the Graduation album. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. But it's like we still keep giving these people the traction they do not deserve. And I still can't figure out why we do it. Like, I understand a lot of us are bored as adults. Boredom is something like it's hard to deal with just sitting down in your house or trying to find something to do, or even trying to upgrade skills that you might be good at or anything like that. I don't know, possibly starting drawing or writing or some shit like that. Hell, make a friggin' drill song if you want to, god damn it, just to quell your boredom. But to be out here constantly making memes, reposting memes that I've seen dozens of times throughout the day already, because other people are reposting and reposting and reposting, or somebody else has made a video talking about the Jada and Will thing, or somebody else has made a video talking about Kanye West, and I'm like, bro, like, you know there's still pedophilia going on right now. You know that, right? You know that the globalist elite pedophile ring has been exposed. That Epstein really didn't kill himself, and there's a lot of suspect shit, a lot of red flag shit around that too, and all we seem to care about is Jada and Will, who they're fucking, and Kanye West. And on top of that, bro, sometimes I'm like, Thanos was right, you know. He should have just snapped his friggin' fingers, man. But on top of that, I'm still having to watch videos of what the black community likes to call Karens and Carls, or is it Carls? I'm not sure what they call in the white version, whether it be Barry or Gary. I'm not sure, man. You know, I mean, Gary's more like an English name. I mean, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? It's like I'm still having to sit down and watch these videos of Karens, or for the sake of the video, Carls, and I've got to still sit down and watch all of these racist videos and black people just recording it and still being subjected to such violent filth and assault, and still do nothing about it other than record the video and then post it on social media, hoping that other people can do the work for you, find out who the person is and get them fired, whether we know they get fired or not. Because the company can always just come out and say, yeah, we fired the person, but the person can still be working there. We never know, because all we'll just see the post saying that, yeah, the person got fired, and then we'll just be like, alright, cool, bang, let's move on to the next person. Like some of the police officers who we think have been arrested or imprisoned for some of the murders that they've done against black men, women and children. How do we even know they are actually inside a cell right now? Like, how do we know? How do we know Eric Holder is in a cell right now? Does anybody remember who Eric Holder is? I'm not going to say it, but if anybody knows who Eric Holder is, do we know if he's actually sitting in a cell or not? This is what I'm saying. We never actually know. But I've got to still sit down and watch these videos. And not once is anybody laying the fucking smack down, bro. Like, not once. Nobody lays the smack down. Nobody, like, the sort of saying where it's just like, oh, you picked the wrong one today. I'm just like, dog, like, I still haven't seen those videos of picking the wrong one today. And this is what I always keep saying to myself, like, in my experience in my life, like, I really wish a mother would. Like, I really wish a mother would. I can't lie to you. But I just don't seem to, I don't seem to get any more problems in my life no more for some reason. Ever since, like, I passed, like, 25, 26, I just don't seem to get much problems in my life no more. And this is like after I started going down the rabbit hole, started realizing how the world is, observing and sociology and psychology and just how people think and move in general, and as a system and as a society. And it's just like you can't really be mad about most shits no more. Like, you can't really be mad about many things other than just like the satanic system that we're in. That's the only thing you can really be mad about. So like, even like, that's why I said, like, even when it comes to like racism, being called like a black cunt or something like that, I'm like, dog, that's dirt under the rug in a house. That's racist. Like, you know what I mean? Getting racist statues removed is a cat knocking over the ornament on your dresser in a house. That's racist. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not going to make any difference. Even like when we're talking about defunding the police, I'm like, dog, we shouldn't be defunding the police. We should be revamping that from the top down. And even then, it's like I had somebody tell me police brutality is much more important than pedophilia right now. I was like, what? But that's what it is. There are people out here who believe there are some things that are much more important than others. Like, I don't know, LGBT getting their rights is much more important than then Black Lives Matter for the sake of the word or the slogan, you know what I mean? Even though I don't mess with the term or the slogan or the movement. I don't, you know what I mean? And I've explained this many times on why. And then we've still got on top of that people on the side or like on the side or on the sidelines talking about, well, you should wear your mask. And I'm just like, the world right now, the world is just we're spinning around in a pot. We're being stirred in a stew of just many ingredients right now, and this is why the world is so messed up right now in 2020, because we've allowed most of this to happen anyway. Like the majority of the population, not just here in England or America, but the world in general, we've allowed most of this to happen. The fact that now because even that 24th of June or 24th of July, Friday just gone, where we've got the masks now, where you have to wear a mask. It's compulsory to wear a mask, and I mean, I rolled up into like 4 stores that Friday, and I wasn't wearing a mask. I'm already standing firm. I'm standing firm. Like, I am not wearing a mask, and I am not going to be told by anybody else to wear a mask. Like a mere mortal telling me to wear a mere mortal, a robot, a sheep, telling me to wear a mask, dog. And some people are out here are actually doing it. Those of you who have never really worn a mask no more, and now you're seeing it as you're being forced to wear a mask. No, you're not being forced to wear a mask. You're choosing to. That's all it is. You're complying. You're just complying. That's all it is. So it's like, now I'm living in London, walking around London, watching buses go by and things like that, and everybody on the bus with a surgical mask on is looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm the one not wearing a mask. And that's just the world that we live in now. How mad is it that now I'm seen as crazy for not wearing a mask, while everybody else walking around wearing surgical masks or spandex gloves? Like, dog, that's not crazy, fam. But I'm crazy. And I've accepted that. That's another thing. I've accepted it. You guys know this from me from like videos years ago. I've accepted it. I shine the badge proudly. You know what I mean? I shine it proudly. Guys, attention span. I've done that video too. Because this is what I'm saying. I don't want to have to keep coming in and talking about the same things. But it's again like our attention span, because we just need always something to talk about. I get it. We don't want to stay down in the dumps and depressed and stressed about what's going on in the world. But dog, we have to be, bro. We have to be ready and willing to fight against this shit. Because if all we're going to do is wait for the next funny meme or the next thing to come out, and then we're going to start speaking about that and then posting memes and doing YouTube videos by the hundreds just to get some sort of traction, I'm like, dog, then really, what are we doing? You know, what are we doing? Like, we need to do something more. And again, like, I would like to do something more. But every time when I sit down and I observe the world, and just like, I'm like, bro, again, like, you don't need to go to college or university to study sociology, bro, or psychology. Like, you don't. Be an active listener. Be observant. That's all you need. And people will normally show you just how stupid they friggin' are anyway. Like, it's just facts, bro. It's facts. I've said to most of my mandem as well, if you get the chance, move out of London, because ain't nothing but bad traffic and haters. You know what I mean? Dip out of London if you can. I'm just like, but even then, you dip out of London, you can't really go nowhere anyway, man, because the whole world is bloody subjugated, to be fair to you. So unless you can literally go off grid and live somewhere in Alaska, then bruh, bruh, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like I say, this whole thing right now is really pissing me off, but I just wanted to come in here and slightly vent about it, because it's like, it's been a couple of weeks now, so I thought, let me just post a video and just let you guys know where I'm at right now. I'm too busy studying as well, studying for my bloody forklift course again, so I've got to be on the Zoom, online, doing online classes, which is bloody ridiculous. I mean, like, kids can go into school, whether kids are in school, whether like there's like 5 kids in a class or not, but kids are allowed in school. But I can't go into a college in a large classroom with a group, like with a class of 10 participants, and you know what I mean, just separate ourselves and do a bloody class inside the college. Like, you know what I mean, I've got to do all of this online. It's just it's a joke. And that's where we're heading. Everything's online. Dog. Everything is online. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, the day when they finally get rid of this cash and coins, bro, I'm finished at it. I'm fucking done, mate.